Danny Karen here, and you know what's good? I mean, really good. Bing! Bing! Burn! It's not really good. I just want to apologize to my friend Ted. Many months ago, I interviewed Ted, posted it on YouTube, posted it on Facebook, and it got deleted because I used my personal phone for the filming and the upload instead of this phone that I'm using right now. Boom, bam, bam, and so where was I? Oh yeah, and so I thought it was all done, but it still remained on the uploading thing, and I deleted it thinking that it was a YouTube error because it had the blue lines going across and blue and white lines going across, and I thought there was an error, so I deleted it, and it ended up being deleted. So, and I felt really embarrassed by this, and for months upon months, I couldn't come to terms with the situation, and because I was embarrassed until like the other day, and I asked Ted to come back down once again right here at the studio. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Ted Carney. All right, Ted. Glad that you came back. Thank you for coming back again, sir.
Thank you, Dan, for having me here. I'm very glad to be here.
Oh, my pleasure. And your pleasure. Yeah. It's our pleasure.
It sure is.
Boom. I gotta work at my faces. Yeah.
You mean like this?
Whoa. You should look at the camera and do that.
Oh, you mean like this?
Whoa. Amazing. Wow. That was amazing. So tell us, what got you into being a musician?
What got me into being a musician? Well, I was listening to not the whole album by a artist or a band, but I'd be listening to this song by that artist, that song by that artist, and one day, when I was in first grade, this was in early January 91, shortly after my 7th birthday, I came home from school one day, and my mother was listening to a vinyl, because we didn't have CDs that particular year. The following year, we started getting CDs. But my mother was listening to these 4 young lads from Liverpool, England. I don't know where they were from, but I come home and I hear this music that was really really fascinating, and I said to my mother, "Who's this singing?" And she said, "It's the Beatles." And I said, "Wow, their stuff it's fantastic. It's fabulous." Hence the name Fab Four. Mm-hmm. So I said I definitely would like to get their albums, and I was, like I said, I was too young to handle CDs. So the following year, I think it was, I don't remember exactly who taught me how to handle CDs, like hold them the right way, but the very first album that I got of the Beatles was Beatles for Sale.
Excellent. So and then, like for Christmas and for my birthday, I got the rest of their albums. Not like all from my mother, but I got this album from this person, I got that album from that person, and I listened to all of them in maybe a couple of months, and I said to myself, I'm so glad I got these albums by this band. This is my favorite band ever. And so 2 years ago, a friend of mine said to me, he's a musician also, his name is Paul. He said to me, Ted, if you love the Beatles, you're going to love this other band. And I said, what's that? And he said, Electric Light Orchestra, nicknamed ELO. And I said, I'll have to check their stuff out.
So I started listening to their stuff, and I'm like, wow, this stuff is very Beatlesque. And Paul McCartney once said in an interview, when I heard ELO, it was very what we were doing on Sgt. Pepper. The sort of like that. And he was right.
Wow, that's phenomenal. So,
yeah,
what would be your favorite Beatles song?
My favorite Beatles song? There's a lot of them that come to mind. But I have to say Nowhere Man is my favorite song.
Mine would have to be Hey Jude. And I have in my musical collection, I have a bunch of orchestral covers of Hey Jude that are absolutely amazing, tremendous, beautiful, fantastic. We love it. Boom!
We do love it.
Right.
And you sang Hey Jude at karaoke, right?
Hey Jude and Yellow Submarine.
Nice.
I did that. So, what would be your favorite ELO song?
Definitely Mr. Blue Sky.
You're gonna have to check it out. You're gonna have to check it out. I'm gonna have to check it out. He already knows it. Mr. Blue Sky. YouTube that up.
Yes.
Boom!
And Jeff Lynne is the leader of ELO, and he actually produced every album from beginning to end.
What? That's awesome.
And George Martin produced every Beatles album except for Let It Be, which I'm not crazy about. But I'll tell you some other information that'll really excite you and all of you out there.
Let's hear it.
George Harrison, may he rest in peace, and Jeff Lynne were both working on an album of George's together. It was called Cloud 9. This was in 1987.
Wow.
And a year later, I think it was a year later, George said to Jeff, you and I should form a band together while we're making Cloud 9. And Jeff said, that sounds great to me, mate. Who should we have in it? And George said, well, how about Bob Dylan? And Jeff said, yeah, that's a great idea. Can we also have Roy Orbison? And George said, yeah, that'd be great. And they both loved Tom Petty, so they got him as well. And that's how they formed the Traveling Wilburys.
What?
Yep.
That's exciting.
Yeah, it sure is.
So do you have any originals?
Yes, I do. I have a couple of originals that I wrote with my father.
Really?
And he's a musician as well, for those of you that didn't know.
Wow. You come from a very multi-talented family. You got your father that's a musician.
Yes.
You're a musician.
Yep.
Your mother's a teacher.
Yep.
And your sister is a vlogger. She is the famous Katie Carney here on YouTube. Check out her videos about how she lives in a car. Not a random car. It belongs to her. But I would like to say a little something about Katie's videos. I absolutely love when she tells stories in her vlogs.
I do too.
I feel like she should do more of that.
Yeah, I find it very fascinating.
Yeah, and she speaks very well, and she's very entertaining.
Yeah.
She's got that charisma where you just go, you want to pay attention to her.
Yeah.
And she could tell you about the most boring thing ever, but she makes it sound exciting.
Yeah.
So,
in fact, I'll tell you one thing about her that I absolutely loved. A couple of years ago, I don't remember when it was, she got an autism tattoo on her right arm.
Yep.
It was right around, I think there or there. I don't know. I can't remember. But when I saw that tattoo, I literally was speechless. I had tears in my eyes, and I kissed it.
Wow.
So that was honestly the nicest thing she's ever done for me. And for millions who have autism like myself.
Yeah, I work with people with autism. I have visual processing disorder, which is not really, but kind of close.
Yeah, it's similar to it.
It's similar, but I have a blue light bulb.
I do too.
Somewhere, but it's not connected to anything.
I do too. In fact,
yours is connected or it's not?
No, it's not. But it's
okay.
funny you say that because I went to Home Depot. I think it was a year ago, and I saw this blue light bulb, and it said autism awareness. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm getting this.
April
I'm getting
2.
this. Yeah, that's right. So I took one of the light bulbs out of my light in my room, and I screwed it in, and I just loved it. So,
Wow.
And I would like to write an original about autism. I mean, I'm not very good, folks, to be honest, with writing lyrics, but I can write music.
I'm good with lyrics, but I'm not good with music. We got something here, folks. We got something here.
That's right.
But yeah, I do that like Monday through Friday.
That's
Saturday,
awesome.
And wow, that's great.
There are two reasons that I started performing in public. I mean, the Beatles are the reason I became a musician, but two reasons I started performing in public. My father and my late friend Kevin Parkin, who I miss tremendously. It was the greatest loss that I ever dealt with in my life. He and I played music together for 8 years.
Wow.
And we were in a band together called the Cogs. That was the music, period, for the both of us. And the interesting thing about Kevin was he had a sense of humor that was extremely generous. I mean, he was such a extremely kind guy with such a such a decency to him. It could bring tears to your eyes. Like we would like I remember we did a couple of gigs together. And he said, "Ted, you keep the money." I said, "Kevin, no, you can't do that. You did most of the singing, so you keep half of it." And he said, "Ted, I love you, man." I said, "I love you too, Kevin."
Wow. So do you do anything special for on an April 2?
Yes, I do.
What do you do?
Well, I wear my autism awareness shirt. I always order a new autism awareness shirt. It's nice to switch it up every year, obviously.
Yeah.
So what I do is I set my camera down on my tripod in my room, and I take a picture of me, and I put it up on my Facebook, and I get like 80 or 90 likes, and a few comments under that.
Awesome.
Yep.
Wow, we're getting more out of this interview than I've ever imagined.
Yeah.
I thought we were just going to talk about music, and wow, this is awesome, or should I say, just like your bowling ball,
Tremendous.
And wow, so we should really go back to your music.
Yeah, definitely go back to the music. I love music more than anything, and bowling too. But
music and bowling.
Yeah.
If you ever want to go bowling, or go listen to really good music, or hear him play really good music, hit up Ted. I'm sure he'll love to join you at some point.
You could catch me at Starbucks in Sayville, or you could catch me at Lala's Flea Market in Farmingville.
You see that? Like, I was going to ask him about, that was my next question, and then he read my mind. And
I read you like a novel.
He read me like a novel. He read my mind. And that's exciting that he knew what I was going to ask. It's like magic in a sense.
Yes. And there's one person who I thank for the gift of bowling and the gift of music.
Who would that be?
The Lord.
The Lord. You gotta thank the Lord.
Thank you, Lord.
Thank you, Lord. Well, Ted, it was great having you today. I hope you come back again.
It was my pleasure to be here, Dan. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for sharing your stories with us.
My pleasure.
Have an awesome day, Ted.
Thank you.
You're a good guy.
And thank you, folks out there for supporting me and giving me kind words. And I could never do it without you. Thank you all so much. It really is appreciated.
That's right. If you like Ted, and I know you like Ted, and I know you like me, so if you like the two of us, two of us. The two of us. Song. Oh my God, it is. But seriously, be sure to like it, be sure to subscribe it, and hopefully we can get Ted back here in the studio in the future. See ya.
And allow me to say one more thing.
Go ahead.
My job coach, Marie, who I love very much. She says this to me whenever she goes home. Bye, see you, love you, be good, be careful, have fun, learn something, and make new friends.
That's right. See ya.